can rent a bike. Oh, we damn sure finna rent one of those and get drove around. Jay, we back at the beach.
Yeah.
It's almost like Myrtle Beach. Except this time, Daddy's not about to spend all that money. Nice little getaway, man. Sometimes you just gotta step away from reality. Out here building sandcastles and shit. Yeah, but damn, she straight stepped in my sandcastle. Murder, she wrote. Hey. Talk about living the good life. Get out your belly button. Out your belly button.
Awesome. Say hi. JJ.
Bonnie! Okay. Listen. I watched the treasure. I watched it really good. Aye. Right up until I left. What do you mean you left? It's a 5-hour shift. 5 hours? Aye. I thought you said 5 minutes. Oh. So listen, I got really hungry after like 3.5 minutes. So I tell you what I did. I dove down into the ocean. I swam over. To the Krusty Krab, I got myself a Krabby Patty. Oh, I do like those Krabby Patties. Yes, they're excellent. That was really good. What about the treasure? Oh, well, I didn't leave it alone. Aye? No, I left Irene in charge of the treasure, I did. Irene! Where is she, kids? Where's Irene? That's right, Irene, red fiery hair. No, that's not Irene. Yes, it is. You're Irene. Alright, Dave, I watched the treasure. Yeah. I watched it right good. The whole 5 hours. Yes. Wait, is that the big hand or the little hand? I don't know.
Oh, we home. JJ, we home. We home. Yeah. Mini vacate complete. Jay, look, we home. Say something to the YouTube people. You have fun? Have fun this weekend. We're going to do it again in 2 weeks. Word. Going on YouTube. It's your boy Atruckernamedjay checking in. It is Sunday. Don't know the exact date, but we literally just walked in the door maybe about 5 minutes ago. We just came back from a little, what I like to call a mini vacation. You know, when I think of a vacation, I'm thinking of something that's like a week long, at least 7 days. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, normally when you get vacation at your job, vacation time, whether it takes you a year, 6 months, whatever, you normally get a week. You know what I'm saying? Your first year, second year, you get like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4, however it goes. And I don't plan on being company long enough, or an employee long enough to find out. You know what I'm saying? I'll dictate my own vacation time, God willing. But anyways, so the mini vacay, what we did was we just took off. I took off a Friday, and what it was, we were originally scheduled to go to Georgia, down by Atlanta, Lithonia, for my cousin's baby shower, and unforeseen circumstances with some of the other people that we were going to be going down there with end up happening, and it was just one thing led to another, so we decided, we weren't going to go. So, me and the wife was just like, we didn't want to let that time go wasted, because I thought about just going to work and just working Friday and Saturday and just said, forget it. But, I feel like it was much needed, for her just to get away, her and my son, and for me, just to kind of clear my mind, because I kind of been, of late, if you've been paying attention, I'm not going to say stressing, but I kind of been going back and forth in my head about this whole company and owner-op situation, figure out what I'm going to do, figuring out what my next move is, and just, I feel like I was putting too much, I guess you could say, pressure on myself, you know what I mean? And it's almost like looking at the greener grass, if you will. And I started to downplay my situation as far as being a company driver. Which, don't get me wrong, long term, this is not what I want to do. But at the same time, I have to be appreciative of this situation while I'm here. And I definitely got to make the best of it. One of the worst things that I've done over my career in trucking, and, before I came into trucking, is that once I saw something shinier, nicer, that looked better, it just almost dropped what I'm doing and just went full-fledged with that. That's why I say mentally quit. I mentally quit a job. I mentally quit Trans Am once I saw Abilene. I mentally quit Abilene once I saw Swift. I mentally quit Swift once I saw the port, and so forth and so forth. So I'm definitely trying to break that cycle here at MBI. And I think it is easier because I am home, whereas those positions I wasn't home as frequently as I am now. But, so yeah, man, I think this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today, just taking the time. We didn't do nothing fancy. We went out to Virginia Beach, which is about a 45 to an hour minute drive from where we are in Hampton, depending on the traffic. So 9 times out of 10 an hour, because it's always traffic. I don't understand why people, like, if you live in an area with tunnels, I have no idea why people drive 60 miles to the tunnel, 25 miles through the tunnel, and then 100 miles after the tunnel. I've been in Virginia my whole life, and I still don't understand it. Like, just keep fucking going. Whatever. So, drove out there, didn't take nobody else, kids, didn't take no family members, just me, my wife, and my son. Sometimes you just got to separate yourself, man. You have to, like, the everyday stress of life, you just got to separate. Like, that's the simplest way I can put it without hurting nobody's feelings. You just got to separate yourself from people, separate yourself from your job, separate yourself just from your regularly scheduled programming, and just get away, man. So we went out to Virginia Beach. We went and got a hotel room, oceanfront hotel room. We spent a little money, I'm not going to brag like I felt like I did with Myrtle Beach. But I'll say we probably spent somewhere north of 15 to 2,000, if I'm being honest. Probably about 15. I'm trying, because the room itself was like fucking $600. I mean, trying to get a oceanfront room in Virginia Beach in July, I mean, you can look up the prices yourself. Didn't have to get a rental car, drove my own car. And we just did a bunch of different things, man. Ate at different places, experienced different things. We did a pirate ship ride. We would have went to the aquarium, but we just lost track of time. Went out to a fancy restaurant, all stuff like that, man. And so I would say, yeah, did we spend? Might not have spent $1,500. I don't want to over exaggerate. Let me just calculate right quick in my head. No, you know what? We spent $1,500. Let me tell you why we spent at least $1,500. Because somehow we forgot to cancel the reservation in Georgia. So what ended up happening, we still got charged for that room. That's why money was, you know what I mean? So that room down there was like $300 for 2 nights. So they charged us. So we ended up spending like $900 something on 2 different rooms. And only reason I'm laughing is because we're blessed enough to where we have, you know, money, you know what I mean? So it didn't really hurt, but it was still $300, man. They got us. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They got us good, but it's all good, man. Hopefully they put a homeless person in that room. I hope that nobody just won't in the room, period. But it is what it is. But yeah, man, like, we just enjoy life. You know, my man D-Rod used to always say to me, enjoy life, stay in your happy place. And I just was looking at this dude like, yo, what is you talking about, man? You Looney Tunes, you know what I'm saying? That's why you leaving Stevens, because you crazy. But but nah, it's just, I think I'm really truly starting to realize what it is that he's talking about when he be telling me that, because it's just like being local and making the money that I'm making. I really truly have a great situation. You know, it's all about how you look at life, how you look at your situation. Yeah, I could sit here and keep, oh man, I wish I owned my own truck. Oh man, I wish I owned 3 trucks. Oh, I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that. Or I could sit back and think about it and look at it from the positive side. Like, man, you know what? I make damn good money. I see my family every night. And anytime I want, I have an opportunity to, which is the plans that we have. But for 2019, if I stay at this company, every 2 months, every other month, we could take a little mini vacay. I could take off a Friday, or I could take off a Monday, or I could take off both, or I could take off a Monday, Tuesday, and take a 4-day trip, and we can go to like a New York. We can go to like a Baltimore. We go to a Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? And eventually work our way up to where we go to a Hawaii, or we go to a Key West, or we go to the Bahamas. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm just to the point where I'm not stressing no more, man. I'm not going to be, I got blinders on. Yeah, such and such got his own truck, and he making 6 bands. I'm striving to get there, but it ain't going to happen overnight. But I got to enjoy where I'm at right now. You know, for all my religious folk, they say God ain't going to bless you with nothing better until you appreciate what you got. And that's just where I'm at with it. I want it, but it's going to take time. I want it, but I'm going to appreciate what I got. I'm not going to let nobody else's situation make me feel bad about mine. And I'm damn sure not going to let no fucking loser make me feel bad about doing good. Because you better believe when you take trips like this and you go out there and you spend some money, even if you don't do nothing but spend $500, it's the next man may not got $500, and they probably hating on you. Success breeds jealousy. People hate to see people doing better than them, man. That's just how it is, man. You know what? I don't give a fuck about that shit. Because I didn't have my struggles. You know what I mean? My family, we didn't have, when I first came on this YouTube talking to y'all, like 2.5 years ago, we was sleeping on milk cartons at her in-laws' house. You know what I'm talking about? No car. Not knowing, I was delivering pieces and shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you think for 1 second I'm going to feel bad because I can take my little family on a small, because this is really a small vacation. You got cats who up and like, look at the Wright brother. The Wright brother just took his family to Cancun, a stacker person. He ain't got no small family. So what I just did was small time compared to that. And you want to make me feel bad for that? Man, fuck out of here, man. Don't let no hating ass family member, don't let no hating ass friends, no hating ass Facebook friends, followers, nothing. Don't ever let them make you feel bad for being able to do above average for your family just because the rest of your family is average. Only an average motherfucker make you feel bad for doing above average. That's just facts. I made a post on Facebook and I told people that I thought that Virginia Beach was better than Myrtle Beach. And then, you know, a bunch of people who I know and grew up with, it was, oh no, Myrtle Beach is better, Myrtle Beach is better. The only reason they say Myrtle Beach is better is, one, because when they come to Virginia Beach, they normally not come in with a lot of money. So they don't have enough money to really experience all the things that you can experience at Virginia Beach. They ain't parasailing. They not getting on the pirate rides. They not getting on jet skis. They not eating at no They just walking up and down the boardwalk looking at the little cheap magic tricks. and running into the other broke people who trying to come out there and do more than what they, because they come out there with no money. You can't come to places. Virginia Beach used to be in the top 10 tourist attraction in the nation. And you coming out there with $25. Well, I ain't knocking it, but don't complain. And then don't downplay it because you can't afford to do everything out there. Because, I mean, I'm reading these comments and I'm just like, damn, these people talking down on Virginia Beach. We just had the time of our lives. You know what I mean? So it's all a matter of perception, man. It's all a matter of making the best of what you got. But if you're around a bunch of complainers, if you're around a bunch of negative-minded people, a bunch of people who complacent, and most importantly, a bunch of people that's going to make you feel bad for doing better, you got to cut them off, man. Facts. You have to cut. Sorry, guilty. Facts. You got to cut them the fuck off. They got to go. Because you ain't going nowhere with them in your circle. You ain't going nowhere with them in your presence. They got to be gone. They got to be history. Because ain't no future with them. I'm going to keep it a buck. So, you know what I mean? This video kind of took a left, but I feel real passionate about this. Because at the end of the day, nothing means more to me than taking care of my family. Nothing means more to me than providing a life for my son that I never had. And that's not to knock the way I was raised. That's just saying that it's better than what I was raised. And that's what I'm going to give my son. I'm supposed to want to give my son that. You understand? If my son lives the exact same type of lifestyle that I did, I have failed. And people don't realize that. We keep doing the same shit, so our family keeps producing the same mediocre shit. So we don't go nowhere. Meanwhile, other races are going out there, and each generation is getting better. So 50 years down the line, the fucking the Johnsons are still doing this, but the Davidsons are up here. And now the Johnsons are working for the Davidsons, and they started on even playing field 50 years ago. Like, man, it was one ride that we was on, the pirate boat ride. We were the only black people up there. The only black people up there. And then I put a live feed on Facebook, and one dude came up there like, oh, man, what y'all up there for, man? Us black people don't do nothing like that. No. That's just what you have been trained, my brother. You trained to coming out there and spending as minimum money as possible because you can't afford to be out there, period. Besides to come out there, bring a dirty-ass towel from the house and sit on the sand for an hour and do nothing. And then try to find whatever deal you can find to get some food. Just because I bring my family out there and we have the money to do these things that before we never could imagine doing, don't mean, oh, that's the white people stuff. No, that's the wealthy people shit. That's the people with bread shit. But see, my other black people will make me feel bad for that. If we go parasailing. Think about it. You ever hear people say that shit? Oh, that's that stuff that white people. Man, white people living. What you talking about? They out here living, enjoying life, creating experiences for their kids that they'll never forget. Meanwhile, we taking our kids to Chuck E. Cheese every 2 weeks thinking we doing something. Ain't doing shit. Fuck out of here. Come on, man. I'm not knocking it, but don't knock what I want to do. Don't speak on what I want to do. I want to be different. I'm an alien. I don't want to do what everybody around me doing. If I'm like everybody around, I fail. Straight up. But this video getting all over the place. So I'm going to cut out like this, man. Enjoy life. Like my man D-Rod say. Enjoy life. You only get one shot at life. Until they find a way to bring us back, or I don't know what happens after death. I ain't going to go into it in this video. But you got one shot at life, man. Live it to the best of your fucking ability. If you got a family, spoil them. Spoil them. Because 20 years from now, you're going to regret it. And there's plenty of people out there who would love to do it, but don't got the funds to. If you got the bread to build the business, maintain your household, and then got some bread left over to take them out, man. My sister and her husband, they finna go to Orlando again in 2 weeks. They just went in March. They going back. You think I'm mad at them? Hell no. Come on, man. Some kids will never see Orlando. They took their kids twice in a year. Stop it, man. Enjoy life. And don't let nobody make you feel bad for that shit. If they try to make you feel bad for it, I say fuck them. Gone.